When you think of true leaders in the Conservative Party, the number one person that always comes to my mind is obviously conservative writer Ann Coulter. Thank you so much for joining us this morning.
Thank you for having me.
Let me tell you, you came out first for Romney, a little bit of fire. Why did you did you look into your crystal ball and realize, I think Mitt Romney's going to be our nominee?
No, I wanted him to be the nominee because he is so the perfect candidate. He's the perfect candidate and the perfect president for right now. Obama is a dirty campaigner. He's won his elections by digging up sealed divorce files, by digging up skeletons in people's closets, even if they aren't such skeletons, and turning them into huge big deals. They're not going to get anything on the Mormon, and they're not getting anything on that sweet little Paul Ryan. They're both very articulate, and also both of them are what we need to cut the size of federal government. When Reagan came in, we needed to cut taxes, we needed to win the Cold War. Now we need a green eye shade accountant to go through the federal budget.
Is that kind of a pipe dream, though? Do you think we can actually, if Romney gets elected, do you think we're actually going to make government changes? Do you think it's going to change from what we've traditionally known?
Not as much or as fast as I'd like, but yes, more than with anyone else, particularly because he's not a lifelong politician. And, you know, sometimes that's a disadvantage. Because, you know, being a politician, you get better at speaking. I mean, for example, everyone was talking about how great Ann Romney was, and that isn't what she does for a living. Things like giving speeches, taking questions, responding to hostile interviews, that's something you get better at with practice. Sometimes Romney, I didn't think he defended himself that much in 2008. It's a nice quality in a human, but a candidate needs to attack a little bit more. He's gotten over that. But the good part of not being a politician is he will get to Washington, and when he sees how utterly inefficient it is, this Bain Capital guy, his head will explode.
Well, let's just say, unfortunately, we don't get our wishes, and somehow Obama tricks the country into again reelecting him. Here's my problem. What does another 4 years of the Obama administration look like, especially for conservative writers and conservative media?
Well, that may be the only thing that will do well until we're all in the Obama concentration camps singing Barack Hussein Obama. It's very bad. I mean, you hear it every 4 years that this is the most important election of our lifetimes. I think this time it's really true, because if Obamacare isn't repealed, it will never be repealed. And then we're just a pathetic, useless Western European country with our entire federal budget spent on bureaucrats, not on health care, on bureaucrats distributing in little bits and pieces the health care to people who aren't connected and who don't have money to buy their way out. I'm sure Nancy Pelosi and Warren Buffett will have fine health care, but you'll never be able to roll it back. I mean, look at the hysteria over Paul Ryan's plan to save Medicare, which will not touch anyone 55 years or older, and the media just lie about it. They keep saying, oh, this is going to hurt him in Florida. Well, why? Is Florida known for lots of 50-year-olds? No, Florida, there's basically no one between the age of 25 and 55. Why, besides the fact that vouchers will be great, is because the media are lying.
Well, you've written a lot of great books. Are we working on one right now? Give a little hint. Are we? Because you're obviously not writing right now, but.
Well, you may have noticed that I was completely off the grid, off TV.
Completely noticed that one. So we knew something was going on. Either that or, you know, organizing your sock drawer, which is usually another excuse.
That wouldn't take 2.5 months of total radio silence. No,
I don't know what your sock drawer looks like.
Thunderbolt hit me in April, and this week, many of my friends who knew about it said, you were so right. And that is, but this was the inaugural week of the liberals race baiting the Republicans from now until the election. And in 3 weeks, I have a book coming out on the history of racial demagoguery from the 70s to Obama, and it's a knockout.